Hello, I'm Ashley. So today I'm going to be doing my weekly energy reading for the week of September 23rd through the 29th. I'm just shuffling the cards now. I did set the intention that this message reaches whoever it's meant to reach, whenever it's meant to reach them, and that they receive any messages. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I am going to ask 4 different questions, and I'm using Energy Oracle, Wisdom of the Oracle, the Rider-Waite Tarot, and Nature's Whispers. So, all right, I'm going to start with Energy Oracle. So I'm going to ask 4 different questions. First question I'm going to ask is, what is the overall energy for this week? What is the overall energy for this week? Pulling a lot of cards from here for this one. They're just speaking to me, so. All right, and then what are we healing this week? What are we healing this week? All right, then I'm going to ask, what is hidden to us this week? What is hidden to us this week? All right, then lastly, what is the advice for this week? What is the advice for this week? So I'm going to just pull one from each. I kind of pulled a lot from the Energy Oracle for this week, so they were all just speaking to me. So I'm going to do one from, I don't think I'm going to do Nature's Whispers. I don't know yet. All right, so I'm using Wisdom of the Oracle. What is the overall energy for us this week? What is the overall energy? What are we healing this week? What's hidden to us this week? Just keeps sticking out to me, so I'm pulling it. All right, and what is the advice for this week? What is the advice for this week? All right, then I'm going to do one from the tarot, Rider-Waite tarot deck. Whoops. Okay, so what is the overall energy for this week? Oops. What are we healing this week? What is hidden to us this week? Right. And what is the advice for this week? All right, so I can go ahead and get started with the reading. The first question, like I asked, was what is the overall energy for this week? I did kind of pull a lot of cards, but these were all speaking to me. This is from Energy Oracle. So I pulled appreciation, the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and woman holding a heart. And then also from Wisdom of the Oracle, I pulled No Place Like Home, which is about being your authentic self, being true to who you are. And then I pulled the Nine of Pentacles. All right. So the overall energy that I feel is that we're really learning to create a stable foundation and create, comes with the sacral chakra, create financial abundance by following our heart and being true to our heart. And this is, I say stable foundation, this is card number 44. So I just feel like it's about creating a stable foundation from our heart space, from following our heart, to do that and to create like abundance and financial abundance. I mean, abundance is always there for us to access. We are naturally abundant. We are born with abundance, but like our mind limits us. And so we create limits in our minds to our abundance. So it's about finding, and she's very abundant. She's like by this garden and she's very abundant. And so I feel like it's about creating abundance, and we have to do that. We have to like appreciate everything that we have right here, right now, and to not look outside of ourselves. I feel like that's coming up, is to not look outside of ourselves. Because some other cards came up about value, and I feel like this is like, both of these are like knowing your value, being authentic to who you are. I'm going to read the No Place Like Home card, actually. This book always has such good messages, so. All right. So the essential meaning is authenticity, coming home to yourself. I totally feel that. Feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. Yes, that's perfect. Like following your heart, being comfortable with who you are. And when you do that, you naturally become creative. And this sacral chakra is like our creative energy. It's where we create from. And like last week, we were healing our creative energy. So now I feel like it's about like really appreciating who you are and where you come from or what you've been through, and really like owning yourself. And when you own yourself and you own all of you create this vortex in this where you bring more things, like by appreciating your life, by appreciating everything you have and everything you are, by being true to your heart. You are just naturally drawing things to you, to more things to appreciate, more things that are in alignment with who you are. So it's really about stepping into your power, I feel like. All right, so home feels safe and secure. It is safe and secure. That comes with the... So we're learning to create a sense of security and stability within ourselves without relying like on money, without relying on other people, without relying on material things. It's about feeling fulfilled and feeling whole within. So home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity, important integrity, aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer. So crazy. So I asked, what are we healing? What are we healing this week? And I did pull the observer card. Where was I? Seeing through the eyes of your soul, through your heart. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and of spirit. So it's really about like getting back to your true self and loving your soul, like falling in love with yourself, which I just did. I posted a reading for today. And it was about like falling in love with yourself, coming home to yourself. I love that. Coming home to yourself. There's no place like home. And when you feel good in yourself and you're proud of who you are and you stand in integrity and you do things based off your values and what you value, and then you just create this solid foundation within, and you're creating without, and you can, what you're putting out into the world, the value that you put out into the world will, you'll receive value back. So it's about knowing your value and really appreciating everything you have, everything that you are. I really do feel like it's about like falling in love with yourself, coming home to yourself. And like, I don't know, this kind of just all the flowers like blossoming, I hear, and blooming into who you truly are. And all the yellow says like sacral chakra to me, which is like standing in our power. And especially when these two, because so this is our first chakra, our root chakra, which is our basis, is security, finances, health, feeling safe and secure here on earth. And Archangel Michael, I feel him with me. I work with him. You can call upon him if you have a lot of fear. He's very protective. And then with the sacral chakra, so this is our second chakra, and then our third chakra would be our solar plexus chakra, which is, so when these two are really imbalanced and when they're really healed and the energy is moving through these two smoothly, then it's moves that energy up into your solar plexus chakra, and you're really standing in your power. You're shining your light. That's what I hear. Shine your light. Shine your light for the world to see. You are beautiful. You are abundant. That is your natural birthright. And it's just about owning it and really realizing it and letting go of the limiting beliefs that have told you, like that we've heard through society, our family, and letting go of those beliefs that told us that, that we can't have what we want and follow our hearts. And that's not true. And we're really learning to break through that conditioning of you can't like create a solid foundation and follow your heart at the same time. So this, woman holding the heart, the gender, I don't feel like it matters because we all have feminine energy within us. And so our feminine energy knows our love and soul blueprint. And so it's like your heart's desires. That's what I hear. Your heart's desires. So what are your heart's desires? It's about getting to know yourself and knowing what your heart's desires are and following your heart. And your soul and your intuition, your feminine energy will be able to guide you to your desires. And it's not always going to look like the way you want it to look like. I can definitely speak for that. It's not going to look how you want it or you think or what your ego wants. But it's just about like, because you're going to have to break through society's conditioning and the way you grew up. Like, a lot of us were not taught to follow our hearts or chase our dreams or to believe that our dreams can come true, or that, we were designed with these heart's desires for a reason. And the reason we feel the way we feel about the things that we feel, there's purpose to it, and we came here to follow that. All right, so that's the overall energy: is follow your heart, get to know your heart, fall in love with yourself, become authentic to yourself, stand in integrity, value yourself. So next is, what are we healing this week? And I pulled from Energy Oracle storm warning, action, and all tied up in the reverse. And then I shared this one, I also shared we're healing observer and Knight of Cups. So I feel I like that both these, I don't know, this stuck at the horses. So this Knight of Cups is very romantic, very emotional. He kind of wants to be like that savior type. So that's what we're healing. We're healing this savior mentality. This is for both men and women. Sometimes men feel like they have to come in and save a woman, like on their horse, save her from everything. And the feminine is really healing like that savior mentality, that they have to be saved, that there's some victim. I feel like that's what we're healing. And that's coming up because I felt it. But the storm warning, I feel like there is a lot of energy just coming up. And I do feel like a lot of energy around relationships and codependency. And what we're learning to do is free ourselves. Like this all tied up in reverse is saying that you're breaking through these ties. We're learning to break through that and take action on our own for ourselves instead of like waiting around to be saved. Like nobody is going to save you, and especially from your emotions, because the cups are about emotions. And then when I see this storm warning card, I just feel like it's a lot of emotions, like a storm raging within. A lot of emotions going on, and this can make us want to like cling. So observe where you cling to wanting to be saved, or you want somebody to come take you away from all these emotions, or like where you numb yourself out, where you don't allow yourself to feel your emotions. Maybe you drink, maybe you smoke, maybe you do drugs, maybe you eat, maybe you watch TV, maybe you distract yourself constantly from feeling your feelings, and just learning to observe where you want, instead of wanting something or someone to save you from your emotions, observe them and feel them and let them teach you something. And we're learning to, honestly, I feel this because I went through this the last year and a half, 2 years, is I listened to my intuition. I learned how to heal myself by listening to my intuition. And that's what I feel, honestly, a lot of people are learning to do, is heal themselves. And so to do that, we have to observe our thoughts and we have to observe our emotions, because sometimes when we have all these emotions, our mind can start to spiral out of control. And so then we want to cling to things, and we want something. I just feel like this is totally like a savior mentality, and we're learning to heal this savior mentality, this victimhood mentality, and take action. Where do you need to take action? Where do you need to heal yourself? And where do you need to take action in the physical to catch up to where you want to be or where you are on the inside? I just feel like this is about taking the actions to heal yourself. So we're learning to observe, because these are kind of two different contrasting cards. So observing is more like receptivity, but I feel like we're learning to heal our receptivity and then to take action when we feel guided to, and when we feel that's necessary. So I feel it's about listening to your intuition and listening to your emotions. And then by listening to your emotions, you can take the necessary, maybe your emotions are telling you to eat different foods. Maybe your emotions are telling you to get more exercise. Maybe they're telling you to meditate more. Maybe they're telling you to rest more. Maybe they're telling you to, whatever the case may be, the only way that you can free yourself is by taking the necessary steps, taking the necessary action steps to get you where you want to be. And then nobody's going to come and save you. That's just what I hear big time. Nobody's going to come and save you. Or like, you don't want this, you don't want some man to come in and save you from all your, your problems, or, to guess it's nice when somebody can make you happy, but it's all about making yourself happy first. And then you don't have to like rely on somebody else to take care of you. And that's what I feel like with the root chakra. And like this message said, was like creating a sense of wholeness within by being authentic to who you are, by standing in integrity, by allowing yourself to be who you are. And I just feel like it's time to observe your emotions and allow them to teach you, and learn how to save yourself. And really, you don't really need to be saved. You just need to be loved. And it's our inner child that is screaming out for attention. And I feel that too. Like, and we just need more self-love and more self-care. That's the whole point. We're learning to heal we're learning to heal, especially with the two, we're learning to heal our emotions. And we're learning how to take the necessary action steps. And we're learning how to observe our emotions and what they are teaching us. So they're always teaching us something. So that's what we're healing this week, on to what is hidden to us this week. So I pulled 4 from Energy Oracle. All right, the first one I pulled, this card keeps coming up, Deceit. This is hidden to us, deceit. The throat chakra in reverse. And I've been feeling this insanely. Oh my goodness. Especially in the collective energy. There's just a lot of blockages in the throat chakra. People not communicating or speaking their truth, too scared to, or... Okay, so then the next one I pulled was Door to Value in reverse. I think I'm going to read this one because it's important. And then I pulled Envy, which has been coming up a lot too. And then from Wisdom of the Oracle, I pulled Regeneration in reverse. I'm going to read this one too because it's a really important message. And I feel, okay, so all these cards are kind of like heavy cards, I would feel like. Heavy energy. But what's hidden to us is this. And I pulled this in one of my daily readings the other day. 10 of Cups. This is like emotional fulfillment. Like feeling whole, happy, celebrating with how happy they are on this card. This rainbow, like this is the ultimate goal. So this is what's hidden to us. All right. So I'm going to read, because I pulled Deceit, which is just like lies and codependency and lying to ourselves. Maybe we're in relationships where people are lying to us. This is just like weeding out the lies, and especially because our ego is going to try to protect us a lot. And I feel like these lies that we're telling ourselves are keeping us from speaking our truth, from communicating clearly what we want. And then, so yes, I'm going to read the Door to Value, which this is another 4 card. And the red sticks out to me every time, so I really resonate this with the root chakra and creating a stable foundation. I'm going to read that because that's important. The stable foundation from Door to Value in reverse. Because it talks about other things besides money being a sense of like a foundation within. Okay, so this card reverse signifies a partial or perhaps even potentially complete closing of the door. The hope for a new opportunity where money or career is concerned may be delayed or possibly even derailed. Don't be disheartened, however. This card reverse reminds you not to put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your interests and your efforts, and let your intuition guide you to the next open doorway. In the meantime, open your heart and your mind to the other sources of value in your life. Money is a commodity, but so are time, tranquility, and love. Choose to open the doors of these wonderful experiences yourself and find real value there, which comes with that card, the overall energy. So appreciating what's around you, appreciating your time, appreciating what you have, especially with the envy card. This tells me that like what's hidden is people are wanting things. They're yearning for things. That's what I hear. They're yearning. But they're not appreciating what they have right here. These pearls are right here. So she's like longing for more. But the value is within. The value is within yourself. And I think that's why this deceit card is coming up. Is because you're lying to yourself. You don't think you're worthy. You don't believe that you're worthy. And this believing that you're not worthy is keeping you from speaking your truth, from being authentic to who you truly are. I feel just stuck. I hear the word stuck. And lately I've been feeling, especially when I tap into the collective energies, there's a lot of blockages in the throat chakra. And I feel like so many chakras. We have so many chakras here, because I have another one in the next, in the advice for the week. So I am going to read the regeneration in reverse, because this talks about letting go. And I feel like this is like letting go of the lies, letting go of the old ways of thinking, so that you can have this emotional fulfillment and this happy family. Look at that family. They're so happy. You have to create this within. All right, so 46. Okay, so the essential meaning of this regeneration card is rebirth, second chances, new opportunities. Protection message, so the message in reverse is endings come in many forms, and now is the time to stop holding on to what must die so that something better can take its place. Nature's cycles include disease, decay, death, and regeneration. Let whatever isn't working in your life die. Don't be afraid to face the facts. There is no need to struggle or grieve. Whatever your query, let it go. You're about to be reborn. How wonderful. And so by letting these lies go, by letting go of the lies, by letting go of this not being valuable, not seeing your worth, these lies you've told yourself about not being valuable, not being good enough, they need to die so that you can have this. That you can have this emotional fulfillment within. And then when you have this within and you have this, you've created this happy, and the four people, and it just stands out to me. 4 is just a stable foundation and creating this abundance within, because you are abundant. It's just the mind that makes you believe that you're not. And that just takes a lot of, so I just feel like you're going to feel like not good enough, or you're going to feel like this sense of lack, or you just don't have what you need. And this is saying that you do. You have everything you need, especially with the appreciation card. Like, this is the lesson, is appreciate everything you have. You are abundant. You are valuable. You have everything you need within. Especially, I just feel like for like people wanting relationships, like this man and this woman, you have these inside. You're not separate from each other. You know, you have your masculine energy, you have your feminine energy, you have your inner child. When you have these two, you are your own mother, you're your own father, you're your own child, you become your own best friend, and you become your own lover. You know, and that's what it's all about, is because when you have all those, you have this emotional fulfillment within. It's within. A lot of people are going to be searching without, I feel. They're going to be searching without. They're going to want somebody to save them from all these emotions that they're feeling. And we're really learning how to learn from our emotions, and especially with the, oh no, that was a pentacle card. So that's what's hidden to us this week is, and I feel like a lot of people are wanting to communicate, but these mind traps are coming up. This deceit is coming up to stop them from speaking their truth, and it's just time to like let those lies go, so that you can have this, so you can be reborn, and so you can have this. Because once I just love that. Like, once you let it die, this is what you get. Beautiful. All right, and then on to the advice for the week. I pulled another chakra, the heart chakra. And I feel like this is coming up, and Archangel Raphael is really good to work with. He just call upon him to help you release any sadness or grief, like to really, because we're healing our emotions, I feel like. We're healing our emotions and our mindset and our perception about what our emotions are. They're not good, they're not bad. Like a lot of people associate like crying or having anger or like grief as something that's bad just because, we've been conditioned in our society just like that. And so we're undoing this conditioning, and we just have to learn that these emotions, especially if they've been built up, it's really good to work with Archangel Raphael and just do some eat green foods. This is huge. Eat green foods right now. Eat green foods. My soul keeps telling me eat green vegetables, and I really do like green vegetables, and I've been eating a lot, I feel like, especially for me, or like eating smoothies and incorporating greens. Excellent. This really helps heal our heart chakra, or meditating and repeating the mantra, focusing on your heart chakra. I am loved, because I feel like a lot of people are feeling like abandonment is coming up. And that's why this storm warning, I feel, this year is like a lot of abandonment wounds, a lot of like rejection or not feeling good enough, that value. And so with that, I pulled the Thinking Woman in reverse with the heart chakra. The Thinking Woman, this is about like not trusting your heart. So I feel like the heart is opening, and by taking the necessary steps to heal that heart chakra and to focus on your heart chakra and take care of your heart and to feel your emotions, because that's where our heart is connecting to our emotions. And so by listening to your heart and listening to your emotions, I don't know, a lot of green on these cards. You see? So I just feel like that's important. The heart chakra is what we need to focus on this week. And I also pulled the World in reverse, which I think I'm going to read this card, because this is about expansion, but like not allowing the expansion. And then I pulled Deep Knowing in reverse, which is about being like emotionally overwhelmed or feeling overwhelmed, or even like, especially if you're very intuitive, especially because this came up with the Thinking Woman in reverse. This is saying to like get some rest, take some time for yourself. I feel like this is about nurturing yourself. You're just stuck in too many, I'm hearing, in everybody else's energy. You're in everybody else's energy but your own. And so it's like take a salt bath and just do some energy healing is what I hear this week. Do some energy healing, especially with the heart chakra too. Because, and the advice is the devil, which this is about, like these two people, they're chained. They don't feel free at all. And when you are truly love and you are love, you free yourself from these. And this is like about childhood wounding. This is about beliefs being formed. So this is about bringing also the darkness. So your darkness, it's about bringing it into the light and freeing it. So I hear to be creative, maybe write or do something to channel your darkness, your childhood wounding, and bring it into the light. And this will help heal your heart chakra. Because I feel like there's a lot of grieving. This is also about codependency too, and being chained and bound to our habits, our toxic habits. I feel like toxic habits, toxic relationships, I feel. So this is about freeing yourself from these chains and knowing that this isn't, like you have control. I feel like that's, and I feel like because the emotions and the storm warning is coming up, and this like overload of energy is like, there is a lot of emotional healing happening, and this can be draining and exhausting. So it's important to take care of yourself and get some rest and get outside, especially with this heart chakra. Being outside really helps, like being around nature, grounding yourself, I was going to read the World in reverse. Yeah, so this is about expansion and opening up. Reversed. The world reversed means that you have been severely limiting your views of things. Totally, you've been limiting yourself. You're you're chaining yourself up. You're thinking too narrowly either in your options for action or in what you feel you deserve. You may be feeling boxed in by old ways of doing things, not quite sure how to expand. This card calls for you to think creatively. Like I said, think creatively, turn your darkness into light. Outside of the box you find yourself in now. In addition, you may have emotionally painted yourself into a corner, surrounded by all sides of energies such as fear, short-sightedness, limited thinking, or self-doubt. But you still have the option to let all that go. And this card is telling you not to wait a minute longer to do so. It's time to break out, see the unlimited horizons around you, and know that the world is waiting for you to take center stage. Step into your light. Step into your power. Release yourself from these chains. You have to do that by changing the way you think. You have to do new things. And trust your intuition. Yeah, definitely. I just feel like entrapment. So the advice is to break free from these chains. Break free from this limited view of things. There's so much more, and our heart wants to open, and it wants to be open to so many different things. And it's like this deep knowing in reverse. Maybe I'll read that one too, actually. Because it is about psychic overload is what I hear. And that's what this says in the book. So you are in empathy overload and need to get grounded again. Just like I said, be in nature, get grounded again. To tune out for a bit. Hypersensitive, you're suffering from psychic exhaustion. The signal is a time for recharging your battery. Set energetic boundaries, take a salt bath, empty your mind, and get back to you. It's not a time to be too open. Soon enough, you can let your guard down right now. You need self-care and self-love. It's time to say no thank you to anyone in your life who exhausts you. Won't that feel good? So it's really about setting boundaries, and especially I feel like this, just being around people that make you feel trapped or are very codependent, and so they kind of depend on you to make them feel a certain way. So I just feel like, and maybe you're just feeling this way. You're just feeling trapped. But to free yourself, you have to really take care of yourself, self-love, self-care, ground yourself, and recharge your batteries. I like that. Sometimes we can just get exhausted. Like I said, we're in other people's energies, so we don't clear our energies. So energy healing is just very important. It's very important to our health and to our mind, especially. Excuse me. So underneath the deck is community, which I just feel like is about reaching out to like-minded people or being around like-minded people that don't drain you. And then under this one was chopped wood in reverse. And the 5 of Wands under this deck. Oh, and then this one just popped up to me, which feels important. The High Priestess, which is about following our intuition and these are our desires. And I feel like our desires are kind of all over the place. It might seem chaotic right now. We don't know which direction to go. And this is saying follow your intuition, listen to your intuition, follow your heart, follow your inner wisdom and your guidance, and that will lead you to I feel this, emotional fulfillment. So that was kind of a lot, but I feel like that was important. We're really learning how to step into our power, but more internally, and getting to the root of what our values are and what we value and what is important to us, and living with integrity and shining our own light, taking care of ourselves, freeing ourselves from these limited views, freeing ourselves of this need to be saved, and just knowing that we're already whole within. We're already whole. We already have this happy family within us. It's just about getting back to it. And a lot of us have inner child wounding, and this separates the family within. And then then you feel separate, but we're always whole. We're always whole within, and it's about learning to like feel that wholeness and within, and then we start receiving things without. But it's about appreciating what we have now, appreciating where we're at right now, and creating a stable foundation within. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you have a wonderful week. And I think I'm going to be I did a relationship reading last week. I think I'm going to start doing relationship readings every other week, but still doing these energy readings every week. And also, if you would like a personal reading, you can go to my Instagram page. It's ashley.emig, E-M-I-G. And I do daily readings there on the main page. And then sometimes I do them on my stories every day too, to kind of do a follow-up of the reading that I did for the day. So I hope that was helpful, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'm sending lots of love and light. Take care of yourself.